Welcome to my channel, friends. I want to thank you all for dropping by for a very quick book review on a book that's been popular in the media lately. Everyone's saying it predicted the coronavirus, and we're going to get to the truth of that matter in this very short review on The Eyes of Darkness by Dean Koontz. This book is about a woman named Tina Evans who is mourning the loss of her son Danny. About a year ago, Danny was on a trip into the mountains for the weekend with some other kids and some counselors when the bus they were in was driven off the side of a cliff and everyone died. Or at least so Tina's been told. There was a closed casket at Danny's funeral, and as this book opens up, Tina glimpses a child in a car that looks very much so like her son Danny. As this book starts off, there's some paranormal activity happening in Tina's house, and she feels that perhaps her son Danny is reaching out from beyond the grave. She teams up with her new love life, Elliot Stryker, and they go off on a quest together in this book to try to figure out the truth of Danny's death and if he's still alive and what's going on with the unusual activity in Tina's house. This book I did not like. I thought it was a very boring and poor and amateurish attempt by Dean Koontz. This book does mention something related to the coronavirus, or at least loosely, but it is an absolute falsity that it predicted the coronavirus. I'm going to read for you two paragraphs here that will clear up the issue. To understand that, Doombay said, you have to go back 20 months. It was around then that a Chinese scientist named Li Chen defected to the United States, carrying a diskette record of China's most important and dangerous new biological weapon in a decade. They call the stuff Wuhan 400 because it was developed at their rDNA labs outside the city of Wuhan, and it was the 400th viable strain of man-made microorganisms created at that research center. Wuhan 400 is a perfect weapon. It afflicts only human beings. No other living creature can carry it. And like syphilis, Wuhan 400 can't survive outside a living human body for longer than a minute, which means it can't permanently contaminate objects or entire places the way anthrax or other virulent microorganisms can. And when the host expires, the Wuhan 400 within him perishes a short while later, as soon as the temperature of the corpse drops below 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Do you see the advantage of all this? So it is true that there's a man-made biological weapon created in this book that coincidentally originates in Wuhan, China. But outside of that, there is no connection with the coronavirus. The lethality rate of the virus in this book is 100%, and there's no resemblance to what's going on in the world right now. This book was not very good in my opinion. I thought it was kind of predictable and silly and unbelievable and just it really feels to me like maybe this is kind of like an author's first attempt at a novel in college or something. It was really not very good, and I don't recommend it, and I'm not going to spend any more time on it in this review. I give this book a 2-star review. I'm going to ask you all to please subscribe to me if you made it this far, and thanks for all the support, everyone.